acting like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough. Damn, this must be a...
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Minnesota Vikings. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Herbert going to go to the air right away. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. A big play there for L.A. 71 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And how about how he improvised right there? And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
Up the middle with Eckler. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Eckler again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Now receiver in motion left. They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now back to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jakobi Meyers. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. The 20. 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there. In this game, so far, he's been denied.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And his kick is indeed good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The handoff, it's Eckler. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And out of bounds right around the 20. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert being chased out left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Big gain of 5. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves a little 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. It's Eckler again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the give, this is Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second and 13. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
A loss of 13 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route.
It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Ekeler now between the tackles. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. Steps away to his left. He'll get this to Ekeler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And good quarterbacks know that when things start to break down and they're forced to flee the pocket, they can often count on their running backs to try and bail them out. That happened on that play. Nice gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Running on first down, Ekeler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That's a staple of this offense. Drag round to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, here's Ekeler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Ekeler, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3.
Chargers 17, Vikings 3.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
The score, Chargers 24, Vikings 3.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here's Cook again.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Here we go. Go, check.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Out to his left. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And some room to maneuver.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, he'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll roll him out, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Here's Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They'll dump this off to Cook.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time. The pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead. Looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Quinnen Williams able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Back to throw now on first down. There's Mooney with another catch. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
The kicker on point after.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turns.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms. They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
On second down, Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete